Hi guys, it's Matt here from eDog Australia. You might be wondering why I am completely surrounded by plants. Today's Facebook Live and Instagram Live, we're actually going to do the do's and don'ts of indoor plants or plants around your home. To my left, we have a lot of the plants that are generally no-nos in the house, and I'm going to run through some of the names of them. This is by no means an exhaustive list. As you know, plants come in many different names, many different common names, and their Latin names as well. So we're just going to run through some of the most common ones, and definitely check before you do buy plants, or if you're bringing home a new puppy, what you've got existing in the house. It's really important. So I'm going to run through a few of the ones that are good. There's definitely a lot more that are not as good. But first, over here, we have the UFO, or Chinese money plant. Very pretty one, very commonly found around the house. That one is perfectly fine. We also have the Never Never plant. This one is quite a pretty one, very common as well in low light situations. This one is mildly toxic, but generally considered to be pretty much fine for dogs and cats. Over the back we have basically the unkillables, which is some of the peperomias. These are like succulents, if you will. A lot of these are absolutely perfect. Sorry if you can't see me. There's a lot of plants here, as you can see. Barely fit myself in. Behind we have a golden palm. These ones are also absolutely fine. These can grow pretty big as well, but perfectly fine in the stomach. And then from there onwards, we basically have the rest of these are varying levels of not a great idea. So we'll go along the front here. This one, we've got Aloe Vera. Great on sunburn, not great on the stomach of your cat or dog. We've got the Swiss cheese plant. Again, not great. We've got English ivy over the front, over the back here. The interesting note, the Swedish ivy is actually fine, but again, just double check before you do buy. There's heaps of great articles online, including ones we're going to write as well. The most common one, this one can be quite bad, can cause some diarrhea and the likes. Devil's ivy. If you're going to have it in the house, hang it up really high out of the way. Make sure it doesn't grow so long that they can get to it. Next along we have umbrella plant. These ones can grow pretty big as well. Again, not great. Another really common indoor one that's quite hardy to grow is the rubber plant. Hopefully you guys can see that, but I can't see what you can see. We've got croton over here as well. Very beautiful looking plant, nice and tropical, but again, if they are chewing on it, not a great idea. And behind that, if I can grab it, it's a Chinese evergreen plant. These ones, again, can cause diarrhea and vomiting as well. A very popular one that we have over here is the mother's tongue, or mother-in-law's tongue. These ones are very light hardy, so you'll find them at a lot of places indoors, in bedrooms and stuff like that. Again, not great. It might pay to mention halfway through here that if your pet is actually eating these plants, they're probably quite bored. If that's the case, then it's a great idea to try and throw as many toys at them as you can. So through the day while you're not at home, they've got something else to chew on rather than the plants. They're probably not doing it because they love it. They're just doing it because they're bored or they're hungry or the likes. So just a little quick note in there. So toys, chew toys, durable chew toys are really, really good. Awesome ideas. We'll keep on going. We've got the ZZ plant that's trying to touch me in the head here. Not sure if that's in frame. I'll bring it over there. These ones, again, a bit toxic for cats and dogs. You're getting the theme here, I'm guessing. A lot of plants potentially should be out of range. We've got the Fiddly Fig, a very fashionable plant at the moment. You find it just about everywhere. Again, no good. And behind me, the very Instagrammable Monastere. No good. So if you do suspect and you see some of these symptoms from your cat or dog, that they're getting a bit tired, or they're vomiting, or they've got diarrhea, or you see them excessively panting, sometimes slower heart rate, then the best thing to do is immediately call your vet. That's for two reasons. One, you can get advice straight over the phone. Say, look, these are the plants that I've got in my house. Not sure exactly which one they took a nibble out of, but they could have. And then the vet can advise you, oh no, that's a mildly toxic plant, should be fine, just keep an eye on them. Or if it is something that's quite serious, they can get ready to actually receive you at the vet, so you don't just run in there and tell them why you're panicked. So giving that phone call straight away is the best advice that we can give. We are by no means a vet, so don't take this list as an exhaustive one, but that is the best thing that you can do just to make sure that they are safe. 9 times out of 10 they will be okay, but if you double check with your vet, then you're going to have that peace of mind, which is wonderful. Another thing that we have had feedback from some of our customers who just love plants, I know this is a very common thing in most houses these days, is sometimes the training collars that we've got. So you can actually do similar what they do with snake training. Pet goes up to said plant, takes a nibble. If you do have the training collars and you can give them a correction at the right time, they're going to make a very strong association. And as you know, they're not going to forget that sort of thing, and they'll know not to go near that plant. Keeps them safe and healthy, keeps you a bit calmer, and means you can grow your plant collection to that of our office. Yeah, that was just about all we've got time for today. There's my watch talking to me, don't worry about it. Thank you very much for tuning in, really do appreciate it. If you've got any questions, drop them in the comments down below, or just give us a call on our website phone number, or send us an email. We'll be happy to help you out. Thanks again. We'll see you in the next one.